turns is a reminder that I'm not out of the clear.
It's called Two Trans Soul Rebel.
I'll just stop and know where to go.
Obviously the record that you've just put out is quite a personal record. I was wondering, sort of, when you're doing something that personal, how you feel in the build-up to the release, kind of as it was coming out. I mean, were you worried before it was kind of spread around sort of people's ears?
I think most musicians will agree, like the period of time between you're done recording and mixing and mastering and all that, and when it actually comes out is like the worst period of time, because you're living in this like limbo where life has yet to, like life is at a standstill and you're just waiting for it to start moving again.
Yeah.
So you just kind of try to not think about it, because otherwise you're going to drive yourself insane.
Two trans soul rebel.
So when you were thinking about sort of recording the album, obviously you released the initial tracks as kind of a solo accompaniment, and then sort of got the full band in when you then moved on to release it as an album. How did you think about the tracks when you were creating them? Was there kind of a solo idea, or were you thinking them as in a full band way?
Well, I always write songs on acoustic guitar. That's where they always start. So I'm a strong believer that if a song's good, it can be stripped back. It has to stand in that way.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's always been a part of Against Me, because having them presented in that way too. So yeah, I mean, we recorded acoustic versions of other songs too, and we're just kind of finishing up some of them, and I'm sure they'll see the light of day eventually.
Two trans soul rebel. Well, you should have been a mother.
With the concept of the record, how did the band sort of react when you approached it with the concept? Because I understand that you sort of your coming out, so to speak, as sort of with this gender dysphoria was after the approach with the band of the concept.
Yeah, I mean, the concept was like kind of bullshit. I just kind of like was maybe feeling a little insecure with how personal the record is and how autobiographical it is. So it was like, oh, this is about transsexual prostitute, transsexual for obvious reasons, and prostitute, because I was maybe feeling like I hoard myself out a little bit being from the major label experience, but whatever, you know. But the band, it's always kind of given me full reign to write whatever I want. I never really question it, you know.
This is a song about self-acceptance, you know? It's great to have the support of your friends and your family and all that stuff, but if you can't love yourself and can't accept yourself, it doesn't really matter all that much. This song's called Unconditional Love.
Unraveling unrolled, the siren in the night. I love the jaundice of your skin, its perverse plasticity. You make me want to smoke cigarettes, you make me want to drink whiskey. But even if your love was unconditional, even if your love...
Sort of talking about that a little bit, sort of what was the trigger then for kind of for telling people? Because I think, you know, it's obviously very brave and it's a big move, and I think there's a lot of people that will be inspired by it. I was just wondering kind of what made you think that it was the right moment to do it? What did you decide?
Because I was going to fucking kill myself if I didn't. It's not like about being brave, it's about self-preservation and survival, you know?
What makes you think you're gonna die? Any difference? Even if your love was unconditional, even if your love was unconditional.
And you're bringing Against Me back to the UK for Download Festival.
Yes.
How are you feeling about that? Are you excited to sort of be back on sort of those stages?
Really excited, yeah. Looking forward to it.
What can people expect from your UK full band shows?
Hopefully a really good time, you know?
So I just wanted to just sort of finish it off. I just wanted to ask if there's anything, sort of, any advice that you, anything that you wish someone would have said to you when you were kind of struggling with your gender identity, and whether that, you know, because there's a lot of people who'll be watching this who might be feeling the same, and I know it's quite difficult to be sort of pushed in the public eye, but I think it's a massive and important thing, and I was just wondering if there's anything that you sort of wish or that you'd like to say to anyone who's kind of struggling with the same thing.
I would say just talk to someone, you know? Maybe like the advice you're looking for isn't going to be told to you or whatever, but just like hearing yourself verbalizing what you're feeling is a really important thing, and it's really self-empowering. And just know that you're not alone out there. There's a whole wide world of gender variance and, you know, sexual preferences and everything like that, and it'll all work out.
There's still wouldn't be enough to save me. There still wouldn't be enough to save me. One more time. There still wouldn't be enough to save me.